Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back. Well, welcome to a new Total War playthrough where I'm going to be playing as the Vampire Counts, guys. And I'm going to be starting as Manfred von Carstein. Bit boring, I know, but I mean, the other lords, these two guys are casters. We've also got Vlad over here from the von Carsteins and Isabella, who are quite good. I'm going to try and confederate these guys to get them in. But we're going to start off as Manfred here, guys. Mostly because I want to try and actually confederate these guys. Whereas if you fight these guys, you kind of want to go to war and destroy these guys early on. Anyway, we're going to jump straight in here, guys. I'll go on about the abilities they've got while we're loading in. And now the vampires have some different abilities. Please feel free to give me tips. By the way, I'm not particularly good with them. You've got raise dead, so you can raise dead from dead, which is very good around where famous battles have been, because you can raise better units there. And also you have vampiric corruption, which is your specific corruption, which you need to spread to expand, because you take damage when you're not in it. It of course means other people take damage in it as well. Anyway, let's jump straight in.
Castle Drakenhof is back in your hands, my unliving sire. Yet you have many enemies, both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Templehof brood control the lands to the north as far as the River Ster. Conflict with them is inevitable, but your will is indomitable. Take their lands, burn their crypts, and deploy their own dead against them. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out in time. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Glory shall be yours, if you are ambitious enough to seize it.
Okay, so let's just have a look at our abilities. So obviously we do have some spells, but we are also straight a really powerful melee lord. We get ourselves a zombie dragon. So obviously we want to go down all of these things. We only have 40 skill points. This is a lord I'm actually going to have to think about where I go. We'll have a look. Obviously to start with, we're probably going to want to do some of our usual things, but we'll work it out as we go. So obviously this is our things, which I mentioned as we were loading up. Right, first thing, let's actually use this raise dead ability to get ourselves a slightly bigger army before we go and attack these guys. Let's have a look here. Well, I do want to get here being leveled up. I can't quite get that yet. Ooh, oh, let's get a gold mine. Extra 500 income a turn. Gonna be good. Obviously we have our income is not money, it's whatever that is. Let's jump straight into this fight. Now, obviously, Manfred is a very solid melee lord, as well as having casting ability, so we do want to use a bit of everything on him. So, basically, we are going to try and get him in one-on-one with Dreiter von Stickler here, and we're going to use the rest of our troops to fight the other line. Now, the thing here, guys, is, as with the Tomb Kings, guys, he is all, I can't talk at the moment. As with the Tomb Kings, guys, we take damage. So our units don't break, but they will fight and will fight forever. But if my lord dies, they will crumble. Okay, we're putting our big units on the edge. Our zombies, which are our less damaging units, in the middle. And we're going to try and flank around and get behind them as well, guys. Oh, we're not actually on the start battle yet. Manfred does have one ability here, Spirit Leech, because he is a wizard, even though he's also really solid in melee, as you can see, guys. And what's the other things? So he regenerates and regenerates people around him. Obviously, we've got the we can get magic back. He's undead. Let's see what else we've got. It's a fairly reasonable army, basically. Lord, basically. I believe Vlad is better, but weren't going for those guys.
We surpass Nagash.
Right, let's move you up.
I serve me.
That'll do to start with. You guys can actually curve in here. You guys can all curve around here. Oh, you can hammer into them. You guys can come straight through that gap. Ooh, we're actually taking a bit of damage there, but so's he. If I kill him first, his army will crumble. If he kills me... Oh, wow, actually, we're taking some damage. Let's pull out. Let's let our regen do its job. Already smashed that unit. That's the thing you can see, is once their leadership goes, guys, they get obliterated. You can slam down into their lord. You guys can all hammer into them. We'll pull them apart. Wow, he took a lot of damage there. That said, he's probably been casting similar abilities at us. I think we sent a few of them flying, guys.
Attend me. On death for all.
Let's chase him down.
Address me as master.
They're already breaking. My Varagulf is on him. He's a big armor piercing, basically a mass damage, a very damaging unit. He should be able to burn through him. Let's get Manfred in here. Let's hit him with that ability. He is getting battered now. If we kill him, their army will crumble, which is the nice thing. Oh. They're already crumbling down here nicely, so, and their lord is gone, and that is it. They will disintegrate now. So when you're fighting vampires, guys, you want to kill their lords, but when you're fighting as vampires, you want to be keeping your lords alive. Now, later on, there are some really good units called corpse carts, which basically continually heal everybody around them. And they make your armies vastly more powerful, even though they're not necessarily high power armies, because they constantly regenerate your units, and they don't. My units don't break. I believe some of my lords can actually get the abilities where they're gaining health from the damage done around them. Ooh. Let's take the replenishment. Don't actually want to be attacking Templehof at the moment because it's a little too close. Now, it wasn't a big enough battle. First thing, as always, relentless dead. But yes, the hunger, guys. So, constant health regeneration if in combat, guys. Which is a little bit good. Bloodlust there, armor piercing. I'm just trying to work it out. I'll have to have a proper look for all of these guys to work out what's best to go for. By all means, please let me know if you've got advice, guys, because I'm more than happy to take advice. I want to get that zombie dragon as early as I can as well. What level's that? 21, so it's going to take a while to get. I'm going to pull back. I'm actually going to push up at Eschen next time. Let's do a little bit of recruitment here. I just want the skeletal warriors, because they're just better than the zombies. I mean, the zombies are good, cheap units, as are skeletons, but the skeletons are just slightly better. Right. Let's have a look. This one's about beasts. So all of my beasts are cheaper, better. Upping my base units. I'm going to up my base units to start with, guys. Ooh, and we'll potentially go this because however I pronounce that, are quite good. And I've been told somebody wants me to have a a Ghoul Lord, basically. Or do a Ghoul Lord playthrough, which is an interesting idea. I'm not saying we're going to go for that, guys, but we'll definitely have some of them. Do I trust those Dowie? These guys, I said, I want to confederate these guys relatively early if I can. I do actually have a mod on for the time being, which will allow them, which will reset their abilities when I get them. So that's something worth us using, because having them reset so I can get all their abilities set up as I want will be very beneficial. Especially as, I think 5 legendary lords, guys, you can get as the vampires, which is quite powerful so long as you confederate. So I'm assuming he's not going to want to confederate with me. However, he will take a non-aggression pact potentially. I want to keep throwing confederation offers at him, because if I can get him to confederate, that's obviously helpful. Straight into Eschen there. Raise Dead is also good because it's pretty much instant, guys. We're going to occupy here, extending ourselves. We can knock that one straight over. We don't need 2 of that. I'm going to grab the Hungerer because that's a really good buff to my lord himself, just to keep him going. Oh, and we've got the first battle now. So the extraordinary force of soldiers have been sighted at Health End. The Empire will regret deploying its troops this far from home. The Vampire Council must crush their army and drive their terrified survivors from your lands, and raise their dead into your service. So this is our first quest battle. Not a big battle army, but we'll you know, not necessarily going to jump into it instantly.
Your realm grew.
End turn. I want to keep an eye on here because obviously that's they're recruiting now. It's a big army. I do want to take out Templehof at some point. Obviously, the other thing we want to do is we want to start spreading our corruption as much as possible. Maybe that's what I should have looked for in my tech tree, is places which spread corruption. You can see there as the Dowie came into my land, into these lands, they started taking lots of damage. So spreading vampiric corruption is a very important thing for us, guys, because obviously the more corruption we spread, the easier it is for us to move. It also destabilizes all those lands around us, guys.
Impress me.
That's the other thing to remember, guys, is I can still raise dead as I'm moving around. So if I move close to a major battle, I can then get that there. Ooh. How did he survive?
Fight.
You know, I'm going to give that a turn before I go. I want to get a few more units in. So these corpse carts and black coaches are very powerful, guys. We
shall rise.
I'm a little worried by that. Wow, they're Black Knights already? That's going to be problematic. We're going to go for growth to get my settlements building up. I might need to start building another army fairly early on as well now, guys. Because I'm using cheap units at the moment, and those Black Knights scare me. Black Knights are very powerful units. Like I said, guys, I'm not great with vampires, so by all means, please tell me when or if I'm doing things wrong. Yeek. Oh, wow. Well, we get a good fight here at least. It's not a brilliant army. Those Black Knights will be annoying. If we win it, basically if we lose this, we've lost. I'm quite glad I didn't attack last turn. We've got Zilligalankruger, who looks to be a necromancer from his lord type, and we've always got another single lord joining us. We'll see how this goes anyway. They are attacking us, so we have no need to be forwards here. Is there a gamble on the magic? Not that I really need to. We're going to have our heavy units on this side to try and fold around into them, guys. I say that with all my zombies on that side. You guys can all hammer into those knights straight away. I want them straight out. Same here, we can get some on there. You guys can move up to cover. I want to be hammering those knights. We've got the right units on those knights at the moment. We're surrounding that unit of knights and battering it there. Let's get our charge on here. Oh, those knights are horrible to deal with.
Witness true power.
My two units of fell bats can go and pester him. We're going to break off and hammer into that lord if we can, because if we can get that lord down, we will win. Criticals, yeah, they're fairly decent, but they're not great units. I think going for their lords is going to be my best option here. Oh no, let's fold in on him. Come on, Manfred, get yourself out. Okay, we're holding, but my units will all hold here, if you see what I mean. The thing is, which will happen is we won't take a huge amount of damage. We are battering him. Manfred is breaking out. Cast a spell on him. May as well up our reserves. Straight onto him now. This guy is not the normal sort of, you know, he's not the same. He's not a melee lord, I don't believe. He's still got reasonable melee damage, but killing him will be a big blow, and we need to move over to them. As you can see, we are struggling, guys. No, onto him. Finish him off, please, guys. Come on. We are being a little cheesy here by just going for Lord, but that's the best way of doing it, you know. I'm not playing badly, I'm playing sensibly. Right, these guys are going to pull around the back and try and get into him. We're beginning to shatter that unit. Some of my units are beginning to fall over here. Straight onto him, please, guys.
These lands are mine. Witness true power.
And he's actually running away there. That's a nice chunk of damage. We kill him, we've won. Some of their units are beginning to break over here. Let's have you guys hammer into the back of them. And we're going to keep chasing him off up here. Wow, we're just bouncing him around the place there. Get ourselves a bit more magic. We're beginning to break them. My line's not doing well here. They are beginning... Their bindings are weak, which means they're falling apart. But that's the only unit so far. We're not doing badly. And we're shredding Driter up here.
Attend to me.
Cast another spell on him. Now the nice thing is my Lord Manfred is gaining healing constantly while he's in battle here. But so's this Lord probably. I don't know if he's got that ability. He's almost down. Second he's down, they're going to crumble. Come on, finish him. Oh. Oh yeah, there they go. I didn't think they were crumbling then. And now they're gone. So, by going for their lords, you know, that line, it was 50-50. You know, it would have been a tricky battle just fighting that line, but by destroying their lords, we won there. Tell you what, my critical ghouls did nicely there. My Waldenhof didn't do brilliantly, but obviously he was on lord duty most of that fight. If I'd had him in their units, he'd have probably done a lot more damage. That was not an easy fight, actually. Well, it came down to a duel between our lords rather than an actual battle. Let's take the leadership buff. Ah, they're just going to run away. That's the annoying thing here. They're just going to run away and rebuild. And they've chipped away at my army. We might get some good raised dead here, though, because we have just had a good battle here, so...
Limelight is mine.
Yeah. Do I want to up him so he can take out lords, or do I want to buff his army? What's this one? That's good. Constant in the area. Oh! Map wide. Constant. Self, allies in range. Resurrects dead combatants. Heals injured before resurrecting. Greatly replenishes hit points of combatants. And that is a constant spell. So yeah, we want to push down this tree and get that. 'Cause that's going to buff up my army massively, guys. That not so much. Yeah, we get some fantastic abilities here. Like Winds of Death is just fun. Do we have a picture of Winds of Death on this? Well, there's a way of finding it through our spell browser, guys, which I just discovered recently. It's always been there. Here it is, guys. And it's just a wind spell which does... Oh no, that's not. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Which is one I was thinking of? It is a wind spell. Anyway, it doesn't matter, guys, for the time being. Right, let's level this guy up. We need an ancient armory, which is a higher level than we currently are. So the ancient armory gives me access to basic level corpse cards. Sorry, not that. The defiled cairns. What I want to do is look at their abilities. Mortis, Vigor, Mortis. Basically, I think it heals. So we're going to grab one of those because I think we want the Black Knights anyway, guys. And what should I get for this one? Ooh. Awaken Battlefield. Minus enemy range here. Obviously, we get our garrison from our city here, which is quite nice. I'm working out if I want the extra growth or not. Growth is always good. I also want to build another lord. Spent too much money. Now, what do I want to get him? I need to construct Forbidden Library. The Helmengorst we need to, after dominating, so we want to start dominating captives as well. If this guy is strong. I've been told some people have asked for a Ghoul King, however I pronounce that. So we will go for one of these guys. So they are both melee and casters again, guys. Same tree as we've currently got, other than we've got a few different spells in there. And I assume, yes, they are more about the crypt ghouls. I do believe. Anyway, let's raise a couple of people then. Right, do any of these trees spread corruption? There you go. So actually we're going to start going down this tree to start with after going down the other one. Extra income, upping my knights, extra vampiric corruption. Extra vampiric corruption is going to be very good, especially if we can start spreading it. Infiltrate the noble houses as well, make people more friendly with us. Let's just check our diplomacy.
A true diplomat can hide much. It shall be done.
Let's try and keep them friends with us. We're going to attack Waldenhof next turn, I think. We're going to build a few extra units. I do want to do this battle, guys, but I want to be secure before I jump on the quest battle there. Obviously, we've got a lot of Dowie around us. They're not at war with me at the moment, but they don't like me, and they are quite powerful. So we want to pacify our regions at home first, and then we want to actually build up. We want to get our gold mine really pushing out the income. Now, that is one of the reasons to go to war with the Dowie relatively early, actually, is because... Oh, we can have some fun there, possibly. Oh, no, maybe not. Is because the Dowie have lots of gold mines, and gold mines are understandably beneficial. And they've got a Gomril mine. I don't know if I can access the Gomril mine as a non-Dowie force, but...
Impress me. They shall despair.
So let's cancel them. Right. What's the garrison here like? Why has it got such a big garrison? Oh, it does have... No, not you first.
Thou terrorist. Hand me my soul.
Eesh. We are going to fight this now. Because they're in a settlement, killing the Lord doesn't break them, I believe. So I actually have to fight and destroy the army, which is going to make this actually a much, much harder battle, guys. That said, we are doing, you know, we can still do this nicely.
I hunger.
Oh, why is my army reinforcing from over there?
Address me as master.
And why can't I see the enemy army? I hate it when we reinforce like this, guys. We're going to need to push forwards fairly quickly here.
Empower me.
These guys are going to go over on this edge. Their job's going to be to get behind again. Oh, I did lose my bats. I really don't care about that. We are going to push straight forwards to get them engaged while this army comes up from behind. I'd have loved to have pulled them onto this hill, but... We're still going to go for their Lord early if we can, because taking him out will definitely damage them, but... You guys are going to start heading straight this way. You guys can get grouped so I know who you are. Unsurprisingly, zombies are slow, guys. Where is their lord? There. What's this ability do? That's a regeneration, I believe. So he has a replenishes people, self and ally. Does it have a range, or is it just yeah, single unit? I thought I got another ability for him. Oh, is that constant? I thought I buffed that up, right.
It shall be, so be it.
Let's group lock these guys, they move forwards together, move them forwards just a little. I say that, you four here can get grouped separately and move out over here. Perfect. Charge onto them. It's our first little engagement going on. You guys can move around there. You guys can start pushing straight forwards. I'm not even vaguely worried about those bats. Let's just eat those bats quickly. What I want to do is engage them all and get around behind them, guys. Let's get our charge on here. That's perfect. Well, you guys can charge in against them. You guys can all head straight in at him. You can pull around the back. Slam into them, please. Okay, they're broken. You guys hammer over into those crit ghouls. Straight through this gap up into them. Okay, we're engaged on that line nicely. We are hitting their lord. Let's throw a spirit leech at him. Right, let's throw a heal out here. Chase him down. You guys can try and just push through them, please. Nicely breaking them here. Let's send some support up against these guys. Get ourselves some more magic. Come on, get onto him. You can get down onto him as well, please. It's perfect. We're crumbling their flanks. So you guys can stay. No, you guys can break out now and hit them. You guys can stay on them. We're breaking them there, though. Their lord is going down. You can hammer into the back of those crypt ghouls. Okay, they're falling. Straight over here, please, guys. We're smashing their lord. These units I'm going to have to turn and face shortly. I want that lord out. Buff up them. Let's spirit leech him again. That should hopefully finish him there. You can break off into these guys, please. There you go, their lord is gone. Let's go and get down onto those crypt horrors, because they're the only other large units. And their army is breaking. Because even though they don't fall when they're defending a town, guys, as soon as the lord goes, killing the lord will always reduce their morale massively. And a big morale reduction like that can be enough to turn the tide in a battle like this. Because, well, I mean, it's obvious. I'm fairly sure I don't need to explain it, guys. When they get low morale, vampiric units, the undead, their bindings, what they call as their bindings, which is what controls their health, they fall apart and they just start crumbling. And now we've got the mass rout, which in this case means a mass crumble. It does mean you get a lot more close victories at the vampires. And again, guys, we didn't win that by fighting a traditional battle. We won that by having a crack force there to break through and kill their lord. And that won us the battle. So now we've pushed Templehof out of the first area. We do want to push Templehof itself, but I'm not in a rush to do that. It's potentially even worth getting a peace treaty with them, depending on what the Dowie do. And we have the whole region now, which means... ooh. For now, I'm going to do the vampiric corruption and the growth. East Ilston, Sylvania is ours!
I grow impatient. Stregoi Gorki. They shall despair.
That's all I'm going to do for now. Let's level ourselves up. Let's get this Curse of Undeath. A huge, that's going to be healing everybody, guys. And you can imagine that's really good. Let's have a look at these. That's a buff. It's okay buff. Magic missiles, which is nice. Cause moderate damage. Good from a high angle. Strong versus single combatant. Raised dead. Spawns a unit of skeletal warriors. Quite self-explanatory. A nice big debuff to the death, the wind spell, which is a strong versus multiple units. So yeah, fairly good. That's have to work out what we actually want to go for though, because I'm not going to be able to go for everything. Anyway, guys, now we've taken Eastern Sylvania. That is the end of our first episode. We've actually we're at 40 minutes here, and I do usually do 30-minute episodes, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Next time, we are surrounded by potential enemies here, guys, so we do need to be a bit careful. But next time, we'll obviously we're gonna try and finish off Templehof if we get the chance. But I also do need to just keep an eye on my borders to make sure I don't open myself up for an attack from behind, guys. Please feel free to comment down in the comments. In fact, please feel free to give me advice, guys, on the vampires. I'm not particularly good with them. Or jump over to my Discord and say hi. That is linked in the comments and the description. You're also there are also links there to my Twitter and my Patreon. Thank you very much for your time, guys.